Hey, welcome to the channel. If you've ever wondered how people achieve extraordinary success, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into real stories of wealth mindset and how the right mentality can help you not only make money but also create long-lasting success. These aren't just theories, these are the stories of real people who use their mindset to change their lives and their fortunes. We'll talk about individuals who started with nothing but a vision and an unwavering belief in themselves. People who didn't just wait for opportunities, but actively created them. From billionaires to entrepreneurs, their journeys show how mindset plays a huge role in turning dreams into reality. So, if you're ready to learn how to develop the wealth mindset that leads to real success, grab a seat and get ready for some inspiring stories. Let's jump right in and uncover the principles that can change your life too. Scene. The host stands in front of a background with inspiring quotes from Oprah, transitioning to footage of Oprah Winfrey's career milestones. Host. Let's begin with a woman whose name is synonymous with success, Oprah Winfrey. We all know Oprah as a media mogul, philanthropist, and one of the most influential women in the world. But what you might not know is that Oprah's journey to success wasn't easy. In fact, it started in poverty, and she faced immense challenges throughout her childhood. She was born into poverty in rural Mississippi, raised in a turbulent home, and faced multiple hardships, including abuse and discrimination. However, what sets Oprah apart is her mindset. While many people would have been held back by their circumstances, Oprah chose to see every challenge as an opportunity. She famously said, "I am where I am because of the choices I made." That's the key. It wasn't her circumstances that defined her, but the choices she made and the mindset she embraced. Oprah's early career was filled with rejection. She was told she didn't have the look for television, that her voice wasn't right, and that she didn't belong in the media world. But she didn't let those opinions dictate her future. Instead, she used those rejections as motivation to prove her worth and take action. She believed in herself even when no one else did. This unwavering belief in her potential is what fueled her rise. She didn't just settle for mediocrity. Oprah worked relentlessly to improve, refine, and push her limits. Over time, her vision became clearer, and she built a platform that was focused not just on entertainment, but also on empowering others. Her story teaches us that your past doesn't dictate your future. What matters most is how you choose to respond to your challenges. Oprah's ability to turn pain into purpose and transform rejection into opportunity is what helped her become the powerhouse she is today. Next, let's talk about one of the most visionary entrepreneurs of our time, Elon Musk. Many of us know him as the CEO of Tesla, the founder of SpaceX, and the driving force behind PayPal. But like many success stories, Musk's journey wasn't an easy ride to the top. In fact, his story is full of rejection, skepticism, and moments of near failure. Elon Musk was born in South Africa, and from a young age he was obsessed with technology and innovation. He taught himself how to program computers by the age of 12. But his path to success wasn't smooth. In the early stages of his career, Musk faced multiple rejections and failures. He didn't have investors knocking on his door. In fact, when he started Tesla, many people doubted he could turn electric cars into a profitable business. SpaceX faced similar criticism, with many believing that a private company couldn't possibly succeed in the space industry. But Musk had one thing that set him apart: a relentless mindset. Musk's mindset is what allowed him to persevere through adversity. When he faced setbacks, he didn't give up, he doubled down. After his first SpaceX launch failed, many said it was over. But Musk didn't let failure define him. Instead, he learned from it, fixed the problems, and tried again. He famously said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." Elon Musk's story teaches us that success doesn't come from playing it safe. You must be willing to take huge risks, even when no one believes in your vision. But more importantly, you need to be willing to fail, learn, and try again. Musk's ability to bounce back from failure and to keep chasing audacious goals like colonizing Mars is what's driven his success. What's the key takeaway here? Persistence and resilience are at the core of Musk's mindset. He didn't let the fear of failure stop him from pursuing bold goals, and in doing so, he changed the world. Let's now talk about Sara Blakely, the founder of Spanx, who turned $5,000 into a billion-dollar empire. Blakely's story is a perfect example of how persistence, creativity, and an unshakable belief in yourself can turn a simple idea into huge success. Before Spanx, Sara Blakely didn't have any formal fashion education. In fact, she wasn't even in the fashion industry. She started out selling fax machines door to door, a job that didn't seem glamorous by any means. But what set Sara apart was her mindset and determination. She didn't accept the limitations that society often places on women in business. Instead, she saw a problem that every woman could relate to, and set out to solve it. One night, Sara was frustrated because she couldn't find the right undergarment to wear under a pair of white pants. She wanted something that would smooth out her figure without creating awkward lines. That night, the idea for Spanx was born. But here's the twist. Sara had no experience in product development and no background in business. She was working out of her apartment, using her $5,000 savings to get the company started. She faced rejection after rejection when pitching her idea to major department stores. But she didn't give up. Sara believed in her idea so much that she was willing to risk it all to make it happen. Eventually, her persistence paid off when a buyer at Neiman Marcus gave her a chance, and the rest is history. The moment Spanx hit the shelves, women everywhere were hooked. Blakely's story is proof that success doesn't require a traditional background. It requires creativity, resilience, and an unwavering belief in your idea. Sara knew that if she worked hard enough, didn't listen to the critics, and stayed true to her vision, she could make Spanx a household name. And that's exactly what happened. Now, let's take a closer look at what we can learn from Sara Blakely's journey. First, it's about seeing an opportunity where others don't. While most people might have overlooked a problem like uncomfortable undergarments, Sara saw it as a chance to innovate. Second, persistence is everything. She didn't let the hundreds of rejections discourage her. Instead, each no made her more determined to prove herself. Finally, confidence in your idea is key. If you truly believe in what you're doing, others will start to believe in it too. Sara Blakely's rise to success didn't come from having the most resources. It came from believing in her ability to change the world, one pair of Spanx at a time. Now, let's pause and reflect on the most important theme we've seen in each of these incredible success stories: mindset. Whether we're talking about Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, or Sara Blakely, there's one thing they all have in common: a growth-oriented mindset that propelled them to success. But what exactly is this mindset, and why is it so powerful? A mindset is essentially the lens through which you see the world. It shapes how you react to challenges, how you approach opportunities, and most importantly, how you handle failure. In fact, your mindset can be the biggest factor in determining whether you succeed or not. Let me give you an example. Imagine you start a business, and within the first few months, things aren't going as planned. Your product isn't flying off the shelves, or maybe you're facing some unexpected setbacks. If you have a fixed mindset, you'll see these setbacks as signs that you're not cut out for this. You'll think, maybe I'm just not meant to succeed. But if you have a growth mindset, you'll see those same challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. You'll think, this is tough, but it's just a learning curve, and I'll come out stronger from it. The power of a growth mindset is undeniable. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities, intelligence, and success aren't fixed, they're developable. This belief leads to continuous improvement, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of their goals. And as we saw with Oprah, Elon, and Sara, those who are willing to keep learning, growing, and adapting are the ones who eventually reach the top. What's incredible about this mindset is that it's available to everyone. You don't need special talent or extraordinary circumstances to cultivate a growth mindset. What you need is the willingness to embrace challenges, persevere in the face of setbacks, and most importantly, believe in your ability to improve. The good news is that you can start developing this mindset today. Whenever you face a challenge or encounter failure, ask yourself, how can I learn from this? What can I do better next time? The more you practice this, the more resilient and adaptable you become. So, let me ask you, are you ready to shift your mindset from a fixed one to a growth-driven one? Because once you make that shift, you're no longer limited by obstacles. You're empowered to turn them into stepping stones toward your success. So, We've explored some incredible stories of success, from Oprah Winfrey's resilience to Elon Musk's bold vision and Sara Blakely's determination. What do they all have in common? Mindset. It's the one thing that links their journeys together, and it's the key to transforming your life and achieving your goals. We've seen how these successful individuals didn't let their circumstances define them. Instead, they developed a mindset that turned obstacles into opportunities. They faced rejection, failure, and doubt, but they kept moving forward. Why? Because they knew that success is not about avoiding setbacks, it's about persevering and growing through them. Here's the bottom line. Your mindset will determine how far you go. A growth mindset isn't just a concept, it's a way of life. It's about seeing challenges as stepping stones, learning from every experience, and refusing to give up. You don't need to be born with special talent or privilege. What you do need is a strong belief in your ability to learn, adapt, and succeed. So, here's your action step. Start today. What's one area of your life where you can apply the growth mindset? Maybe it's your career, a new business idea, or even a personal goal you've been putting off. The key is to make the shift, believe in your potential, and take consistent action toward your goals. I want to hear from you. What mindset shift are you going to make to take your success to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation. And remember, if you found this video helpful and inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a boost in their mindset today. This is just the beginning of your journey, and I'm excited to be a part of it with you. Stay focused, keep growing, and remember, success is a mindset, not a destination. Keep pushing forward, and I'll see you in the next video.